Take two people. Give them the exact same 24 hours in a day. Fast forward 5 years, and one is still struggling with the same workload, while the other has built a life that looks completely unrecognizable from where they started. While external factors always play a role, 5 years is enough time for small, mechanical choices in a daily schedule to compound into a massive gap in results. By the end of this video, you're going to map out exactly how to bridge that gap by drafting your own daily roadmap. To start, you'll need a pen, a piece of paper, and your phone's screen time dashboard. The simple act of writing this down is the first step in moving away from a reactive schedule and toward one that you actually control. Draw a vertical line down the middle of your paper, creating 2 columns. On the left, list activities that would improve your life, but you claim you don't have time for, like exercise, reading, or learning a new skill. Now, look at your phone's data from yesterday. On the right side, list every low-effort activity, scrolling, streaming, or gaming, that took up more than an hour of your day. This reveals a common contradiction. We often feel we have zero capacity for self-improvement, yet we consistently find hours for trivial distractions. If the right column is longer than the left, the issue isn't your schedule's capacity, it's a matter of where you're choosing to focus your energy. Look at that right column and circle the one activity that eats up the most of your time. Imagine an old fisherman sitting by a river in the middle of the night. He's bored, picking up stones from a bag beside him and tossing them into the water just to hear the satisfying plop they make. He does this for hours. But when the sun finally rises, he looks at the very last stone in his hand and realizes it's actually a raw black diamond. He's been throwing away a fortune for a few seconds of sound. Many of our daily habits offer that same temporary satisfaction, a quick hit of engagement that feels rewarding in the moment, but trades away hours that could have been used to build something lasting. The activity you circled is your version of that plop in the water. It's an easy trade-off that quietly drains the time you need to reach the goals on your left column. At the top of your page, write down one specific objective you want to achieve in the next 5 years. Now identify one small daily action that would move the needle toward that 5-year goal. This is about shifting your focus from immediate comfort to long-term progress. High achievers often accept the friction of effort today, whether that's studying or working out, because they understand the specific results that effort will produce later. Now, make a literal swap on your paper. Take the time you were giving to the distraction you circled and reassign it to this new daily action. To make this sustainable, keep the new task between 30 and 60 minutes. You want to build a habit that sticks, not one that burns you out in 3 days. This single swap is the mechanical difference between hoping for a result and actually building the foundation for it. A plan on paper is only the start. To make it work, you have to anchor this new action to a specific time or an existing trigger in your day. This helps bypass the common excuse of being too busy with work. When the time isn't scheduled, it's easy for other tasks to crowd it out. One way to do this is by habit stacking, attaching your new task to something you already do. For example, you could listen to an educational summary while you're commuting or doing chores. Finalize your roadmap by writing out this sentence. Instead of your distraction, I will your new action at this specific time. By pre-assigning a slot for this work, you reduce the decision-making friction that usually leads back to old habits. You now have a clear, actionable plan on the page in front of you. When you look at these 2 ways of spending time, the difference is clear. One drains your day in small increments, the other invests it in your future. To keep this new schedule intact, notice who around you respects their own time and who constantly looks for ways to waste it. Seek out people who are also focused on growth. You might even use a structured challenge to help build consistency during the first few weeks, when the urge to revert to old patterns is strongest. Your roadmap is ready. The next time you feel the urge to trade an hour for a quick distraction, remember the fisherman and decide if you're ready to stop throwing your diamonds away.